Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account improvement video. Today we are on Goblin Slayer's account who wants improvement in Siege and 1 Arena Defense. Now he wanted a lot of improvements, which obviously then is a lot more expensive. So he wanted to prioritize what he wanted to work on, and he wanted to work on Siege. Now initially he wanted 10 Siege defenses, and without looking at his account, I really didn't want to say let's go for 10 because the fact is there's only so many good defenses that you can make with the rune quality that you have, and also you might be limited with the box. So I give you the recommendation to go for more of a 4 or 5 siege defense improvement, and we could also go that amount for siege offense, which he agreed on. So we're going to be looking at his siege stuff and see what we'll be making, hoping that the builds are going to be looking a lot better. I have also noticed that he's missing relics in all these builds, so we'll be giving the proper ones for it if he has them, or for whichever he has, because it's a plus. So let's see if you agree if these are good. And also he wanted stuff for against siege offense, and he wanted stuff that you could easily use, which mostly means cleaves. So we'll try to make those the best way they could be. Let's see what he currently has, and let's let him know what needs to change to make them better so that he can get that 10-0. I do truly believe getting a constant 9-1, 10-0 is more important than getting a better siege defense rate. I'm pretty sure the guilds will tell you that as well. So I hope that you work on getting a better win rate. So if you look at his record, he's currently, well, he was in a G2 Siege, but right now he's in P1 Siege, and I think he probably didn't play for a very long time, and he came back recently. His rune quality really doesn't show that he is in a Guardian 2-3 Siege, so we'll have to see that. Arena is C2, RT is C1, which also strengthens the belief that he came back recently. He has decently fast dungeon teams. Well, we'll actually look at the scout feature to see if he's doing well there. He's doing R5. That's all we want to see. Let's go look at the scouting stuff. We'll just take this and sell everything, it looks like. Wow. Now these I'll keep because they could be quad speed, and even if they're broken or flat, they are usable. Anyhow, let's see these dungeon times. 31, 29, very good. And then 52. Yeah, and that grows a lot harder. Steel Fortress a minute and 2, and then 57. Yeah, definitely a lot longer than I hoped it would be. 31, 32. That's good. You're doing the R5s really well. Now for Siege. They currently play right now, so I don't know if I can make the improvement today, but I'll look for the builds right away. Yeah, he's running these. He's getting decent win rates for some of them. Yeah, like that. Because he's in P1, and P1 just means that nobody's playing. It's like really early game players that are playing. If you look at his members, anyone is barely attacking. Yeah, only Little G did. So this is kind of misleading, these win rates, because some of them the comp doesn't look that good. Like, how is this getting an 8-0? It really doesn't make real sense. Yeah, see, I don't think these are good enough. So we'll be choosing 5, right? Now, unfortunately, I can't change them right now, so I'll be back with what I choose, but I'm gonna go show you guys the collection to show you guys what he has. So we know for Siege, things that are usable, especially for defense, Ophelia is, for Theomars, Jogan is, with Sierra. So he has those options. Kumar for a tanky team with Kapsu and stuff, Tyrannus. So there are those options. Perna against Sierra, Orion Perna still kind of works, especially in the level that he's playing in. And then for water, what does he have that is good? Ringna for offense, Irene for defense. This all matters in the group. So if he doesn't have like a piece, then we might not be able to make them. But then we all know that these are kind of core pieces of a certain defense. So these can work. We saw the Miles. More could still work. Okay, I mean, Aphelia's questionable. Okay, Prahal, I mean, resistance. Tyrannus is weaker due to the fact there is that the wind cyborg that just destroys him. Okay, there's that for wind. Kapsu, Pyeongchor for defense. Sonya for offense. Chungpung could work on defense. Some of the old stuff like more Chungpung, Karno is a very old defense that kind of worked. Tyrannus is right there. There's a Leo for offense in a way. There's also Tiana for offense. Yeah, so Sierra. There's a couple of stuff that he could definitely use, and we know that he has some of the he should have most of the Nat 4s. We should just look at the LD stuff. I know he only has this as the dark LD Nat 5, And then for his Nav 4 counterparts, he does have Jasmine, he does have Emily. These are usable. He does have Mimir, which is great. These are all usable for defense. Same with Gemini for offense, Lemay for defense. They're all usable. And then for Dark, he does have the Shumar. He doesn't have Morris though. We haven't built it, so or Rex, whichever one. I looked into it and he didn't have all the components, so we can't really make that defense. But we'll see. There's also Saren, which is great. There's that Kapsu, Fiona, so we'll be using that. And that's about it, right? Yeah, that's about it. So we know that these are the stuff that he has. From this, I'll be making 5 siege defenses, 5 siege offenses, to make sure that he's getting a better record. I do want to show you guys all the builds. I know this is kind of like annoying, but these were the type of builds that he was using before. I do want to show you guys the build and such, so that I might, should I save all of this? I might save all of these, you know, because some, maybe a defense or two I will reuse or something like that. But you guys could tell, like, these don't look that great. What is this? Swift Will plus 140, Pyeongchar, Despair Will, really? And then Nora, Despair Focus. Let's look at this Odin, Vile Will plus 114, Adriana 203, and then a Rakan Vampire Will. Let's get this one here, Sierra Vile Will plus 124, plus 155 Swift Will, Dearmar's 137, very squishy. Yeah, so you guys see that his rune quality really isn't that great, right? It's truly lacking. So yeah, I think most of these defenses will be swapped. So just if you guys want to see how the builds look like before, just come back here. I think it's pretty clear that these builds aren't that great, right? Especially in the eyes of someone like me that has been playing for a while. But if you're in like even in a G1 guild, I think you'll be like, okay, you need to revamp your defense. So I'll be back using swap to build these. If you guys want account improvements like you're seeing in this video, please join my Discord Google forum. I use swap to find the best builds possible. And if you guys want account reviews, join my Patreon. Oh, I forgot. Before we go, I'm actually going to be making his arena defense as well. This is the arena defense he's been using. His best record was C2. Right now he's getting a 62% win rate, but that is because, obviously, due to the rank he's in. Now, for offenses, he's been only using these type of offenses up here, which are all cleaves of some sort. I do think he should at least add these two, a Dao team and also a second turn Leo team. He doesn't have Deborah and such, he doesn't have Peng, maybe he has Peng Baek, I'm not too sure, so he could use Peng Baek too. But if he doesn't, I mean, these all work. I like this one here. I don't like these fast teams because you're encompassing it with the Tiana. If you are going to use a fast team, you should at least use a Chi-U, which enables a lot of stuff. Or Erishion, if you have Erishion. Do you have Erishion? I didn't look at that up. I didn't look at that. Doesn't look like that. Do you have Chi-U then? You do. So it'll be Chi-U, like Kabila or Escher. I think Kabila is a little better because it has better base speed. And then it'll be Galleon. Finally with the Zeros. This is the team I'll kind of run. So more like these three if you have decent Swift runes. But again, this will stop working at a certain level because now everybody's encompassing like Triton with a 33 lead. I mean, sorry, something with a 33 lead. Yeah, Triton with a 33 lead, and it's really hard to outspeed. So I'll at least add kind of something like this, these three, if it's possible. And for defense, I definitely won't use this. I will use Jin Kazima. I brought it out. He never built it. But this is a broken unit in defense, especially in the lower levels. Do you have Vanessa? I think you did. Yep, there's Vanessa. Pyeongchar for sure. Easy. And then you want something to deal with the daughters, so maybe like Vero. Or do you have Juno? Juno works too. Maybe Juno's a little better. I think Vero's gonna be better. Let's go with Vero. Something like this. Yeah, we'll be building something like this and be right back, okay? The builds look like this right now. I think he's been sharing most of these builds with his Siege as well. So I'm hoping that you'll see decent improvement here too. Anyhow, I'll be right back with all the changes. So see you soon. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. Hey guys, it's been a couple days, but I am done with the improvement. Let's go to Arena first to see the changes. So the defense I went for is Vanessa, Pyeongchar with the Jin Kazima, and finally Veramos. It looks like we are getting a decent amount of wins, as you guys can see. It's been a couple days actually since I did the improvement. I had to wait a little for the siege defense stuff because siege was going on. But yeah, it looks like it's working well, at least in this level. If you look at the builds, I believe the Jin Kazima, actually Pyeongchar might be going first, I'm not too sure, but 100 res Pyeongchar on Bio Will. We have a Jin Kazima that's not fully skilled up yet on Despair Revenge. You can see it's not. You can see that it is quicker actually. It's also max accuracy. I didn't think that it'll have max accuracy. What the freak? Okay, I mean, that's good. We have a Vero on Vio Energy. That's weird. I don't think this is the build I gave it. Huh? Unless I just didn't change this build. That's weird. And then, yeah, Vanessa, double shield will. I am going to fix this because this does not look right. Yeah, this is not the build I gave the Vero. I'm pretty sure I gave it 100 res and it was a lot faster too, at least 230, 240-ish. Sorry about that, what the heck?
A few moments later.
I am done rerunning the Vero as well, so Vero now looks like this on Vio Endure 100 res. Okay, so hoping that that's a lot better. Let's now go into Siege because that's what he was more interested in. So we made 5 offenses and 5 defenses. He is in a very low Siege though, so I'm hoping that most of these do really well. The ones that I made are the top 5. I also gave runes to this because it looks like it was doing well. So I just replaced the runes that we did use. But to be fair, it wasn't that great before either. Now, let's first look at these top Nat 4 defenses. So I made this one here. Now, I know that there are currently very strong siege defenses. One being the Morris, Rex, and Shumar. So that was the first thing I tried to make, and he did not have Rex. So, oh sorry, he did not have Morris. So that's out of the window. So the second one I tried to make was using a Fiona, and I think right now in low level especially, Fiona, Escher plus the Water Vampire is very strong. But unfortunately he didn't have the Water Vampire. Reason why I did not make those 2 defenses, okay? If he did have those units, I would have made those instead of what you see, especially the bottom right there, the second one, Harmonia Vigor Skogul, but he really didn't have other options, so I just made these 2. So Carcano, oh, I just remembered I might have made a mistake on one of the builds because we need a shield set, huh? Right now, Chilling is on Vile Will, 273 speed on crit rate. Yep, and then he has the Saren on 257 Vile Will as well. And then finally, he has a Vile Revenge Carcano. Now, I'm wondering if the better thing to do here is not give Will and give Shield if there is a good enough build, or good enough rune, sorry. What are we using here? Yeah, crit rate. Okay, how much do we have? We have 70% exactly. Maybe we don't need 70%. I mean, we really don't need it. Is this attack? It is. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Ooh, we have a similarly good one, but we only have 60% crit rate. But because we will use the crit rate buff, I think this is good enough. We'll just do that. Yep. So Violent Shield, Saren, and then finally a Carcano on Vile Revenge. I do believe we put speed up effect, yeah, some of it, so that we could take advantage. Oh, this one I went with co-op stuff. But yeah, I think this is much better builds than we've seen before we made the improvement. Then we have the Harmonia Vigor Skogul. This was pretty much the last thing that was built up, so it doesn't have the best of runes, but we made sure that it's still extremely tanky. Violent Destroy Vigor on 239. We have a Harmonia on 230. 100 res, Vile Nemesis, and then finally a Skogul that's Vile Destroy as well, 100 res. Nat 5 stuff, I think we made this one first. Now, I did not go with Swift on everything, especially for these speed threats. So the Jogan here is actually on Despair Will 277, and then we have the Sierra on 250 Vile Will, and then finally Theomars on Violent Revenge. So we do have counter attack damage here, and then first attack crit damage, bomb damage on the Sierra for sure. And then we built this one here where the Clark goes first on Swift Will, max accuracy. We have the Adriana on Vile Will, 275 speed. And then finally, we have an Odin on 251 speed. Now, I know there's a clear counter to this. I think a famous one is probably Miho. So we have to hope that Miho is killed by these two. Maybe Oblivion or something like that. Who knows? And then we have this one right here where we use Tessarion lead. So everything's 100 res with the lead. Kapsu, 240 speed on Vile Nem. Very tanky. Taking less damage from fire and such. Then we have a Oblivion unit, Tessarion here on Vile Revenge. 100 res as well with the lead. And then finally we have a Tyrannus 100 res with the lead as well on Vile Will. So those are the 5 defenses. The only one downside of the defense is probably this unit where it doesn't have 1,000 defense. Shouldn't be too hard to get it if you get the grinds and gems here, because he is extremely lacking there. Now for offenses, and I think this is where he wanted more advice in. Let's go here. So I went with the cleave stuff because he wanted stuff that's easy to use. So I made these 5 on top, and he can make all these on the bottom as well, really. Well, I don't know about these, but up to at least here, I guess, or here. He can make at least 4 more. That should be really easy to make and usable. This one here, you're hoping that this does enough damage. Let's see. The Myrne Swift Fight, very fast. For his runes, Tion, Swift Broken, and then finally a Lucian on Rage Blade, where I showed you guys what he was running before. If not, I'm hoping that I kept a picture of at least the Lucian build, because I know that we do hit much harder. So you can see that easy win, right? So there's that. Just showing what you could beat with your defense, what you could beat with your offenses. Like this one too. This should eat it up. Because I don't think your Martina nor Triana is surviving a Lucian with a Myrne with your type of build right now. It's really strong. Yep, it's only the Shiner that's left. So I think you have that easy as well. You could try other stuff as well. This could also work if you outspeed, which you should because you have a speed lead. I didn't show you guys the build for this, so I should show it to you guys. But you just kill the Triana. And here I like killing the Shina. And then you could just work on the Martina so you don't get stunned. Oof, wait. We're not landing anything, but I think we still win. Yeah. So if I show you guys the build for this, Praline 219, Swift Broken. We have the Bethany on Blade, Shield, and Will to get that max chance of landing the Ignore defense. And then finally Covenant on Swift Broken. We have another Cleave using Sonya. For this offense, you can switch it up like this or this, depending on what you go into. Thankfully, he had a second Sonya, so we were able to build this. Praline 219 again. We have a Sonya on Swift Blade on 70 crit rate because we get the crit rate buff. And finally, the Claire on Swift Broken as well. Then we have a Tiana team. Tiana going first on 207, 307, 317, 307, 317, 307. Not too sure. And then we have a Galleon on Vile Will. And then a Zeros on Rage Will. Then we finally ended. Oh wait, I already showed you guys that, right? So those are 5. Yeah, I showed you guys all the offenses. So those are easy to make and easy to use. We could just test it on all of these, really. I mean, these are all free, to be fair. Like, if you outspeed, you're winning. Like, this one's a little different, though, right? What is it? Again, if you outspeed, you win. Oh, that's yours. That's ours. This is ours as well. Actually, let's test it on ours, right? How about like this one, right? I want to test this. Oh, wait, this is not good because there's a Tyrannus. But what you will usually do is kill off 2 of 2 units. Just hoping that they don't have revives. I'm guessing, well, here you have to kill Gapsu. Yeah, 88k, and then here you kill Tessarion. It's 41k. One comes back. Absorb here. No, didn't absorb, but we killed. I think we should win this as well. I think. We're not landing anything because we don't have any accuracy. I didn't know his skill 1 defense breaked. Now, we're not going to ignore defense. There's no way. Should you just see? Yeah, we don't. Okay, let's get a defense break then. With jet ski or jet attack, whatever that is. Stun. Oh, he comes back. Just kill here. Kill here, please. Okay. So I guess you could still win. Even oh no, we don't have attack buff. We can't skill 2. Yeah, we should win. Whew. Oh shoot, wait. No, he doesn't have defense buff. And we survived that too, so 41k again. 44k. So there's that. This one, which offense can we use? Should we try this? I think we outspeed, right? Because Jogen's actually on despair. If it wasn't on despair, we might have trouble. But again, you won't never know unless you try it against the defense. You have to first see either from your guildmates or from your guildmates, or you just going in and checking yourself. So there's that. Did we use? No, we didn't use this, right? So for this one, the top offense, usually you use it on a defense that has only 1 threat. Only 1 threat. Also, Ringna is good. So that's also an option that you want to use. Whoa, this guy has... I thought this was Guardian Wings. And that's our defense, what the freak. So many defenses that are ours, actually. Dude, what is going on? I mean, like, this is very easy. Because there's only really 1 threat when you have Will, which is the Lamelia. So you just use attack buff, and then kill off the Lamelia. And then I think you won, really. Kill here. Dead. And let's see if we get frozen. We don't. Nice slow. Maybe I should use skill 3 from Mihang to extend our buff. Oof. Well, that was actually... That's actually what's supposed to happen because he's built on high defense. But yeah, see, if there's only like 1 threat like that, then it's an easy win. But it's really hard to test these well because your guild is so weak, right? If you had a stronger guild, I guess it will be easier to see. I guess you could try here. The one downside is that the Clara might cut. Yeah, it's cutting, huh? Because what you want to do in this case is kill off the Odin and kill it again using Mihang. But let's see. Mihang might actually not get stunned here because he comes back. Look at this. Yeah, Mihang moves, so we kill again. And then there's really no threat that could kill your Sonya, right? So that's how you win against defenses like this, which is your defense. This one's a little different. It's harder to do this because there's 2 threats, right? There's Sierra and Theomars. Yes, you could kill Sierra, but you also have to keep in mind that there's a Jogen that strips. So even if you kill here, what you do is try to bring out the Endure from Theomars so that you could kill it easily. But yeah, we built it tanky enough so it survived that actually. So we still have to hit him to bring that out. So he has 1 turn still. Was that worth? I'm not sure. Glancing. Nice. Can't believe he went for the Adriana. perfect. I mean, this is the good case. Things might have went the other way quickly. But yeah, there's another way to win against a defense like that. This one is questionable. I mean, we saw the Lucian team working really well there. Was there another NAT4 offense that we made? We already tested that, right? Oh, actually, did we test that? I'm not sure if this would kill. What you want to do is most likely get rid of Skogul, and so it has to be the Bethany killing the Skogul, which it failed. That was 54k, and we failed. So now this is hard. There's two ways. You could take your chance by... Oh, actually, no, Harmonia is moving, so we could use Suppress or just skill 1 and kill it, and then hope that your Covenant survives. Let's try that. Okay, that's good. He loses the crit resist buff. We can't stun. Freak. I do want to kill Harmonia here. Nice. And we should win, maybe not. We gave it crit rate, so your Vigor is actually hitting pretty hard. I want him to use his buff. Yes. So skill 2 does more damage. Nice. Okay. I think we win, but it was still damn close. Man, that Skogul was built well, huh? But yeah, that's again a way to win it as well with your offense. But those are the offenses that I've made. Hope you guys can see that those are better. Definitely was not using his rune quality well, because you could see that like from the Swift builds. I mean, this is not quick, but from the offenses, it's actually not that bad. If you look at these, it's not horrible. And the damage builds that we've actually showcased is not bad. So I do think he could do better. I do think he should be getting 10 zeros and more constantly in this level. But at least with those 5 offenses, it'll be easy 5 wins. And also he could use his defenses. Oh wait, it's a little different now. You can't do that, huh? You can't use your defense because these are decks. I'm not too sure. I don't know how it works now. Can you even use your defense as offenses? I don't think so. I think they'll have different builds. So that's unfortunate, but you could get 5 wins easily with that. And then I think you could build these easily to get another 4. And then just build something down here, I guess. I don't know how most of these will work. This one's fine. This one's interesting. I don't think this is going to be good. And I don't think this is that good. But everything else definitely has some potential. But that was it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want account improvements like this, where I build the best PvP builds, please join my Discord for the Google forum. If you guys want account reviews, join my Patreon, and I'll see you guys next time.